I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. You don't know nothing about that. I'm nervous, and I have notes, so forgive me if I mess up. Ladies and gentlemen, once upon a time, my choice in men was not good. I have been through the muck and the mire of numerous failed relationships in search of the one. And it wasn't pretty. Until one day, a good friend of mine gave me some advice. She told me that I had to get rid of everybody that I was talking to. I was like, I can't talk to nobody. I can't even have nobody on the side. You know what I'm saying? She was like, especially nobody on the side. So I took a deep breath and sighed alongside and said, okay, I'll do it. I tried every damn thing else, so you know what I'm saying? So. But what next? Luckily, I had been studying the law of attraction. And I had just watched that movie, War Room. Y'all? Yeah, I know that. Okay, so I had my youngest daughter, right? She had graduated from high school 1 week, and the next week she moved out. So I had an extra room, and I made that my prayer/meditation room. I made me a list of all the positive things that I wanted in a husband. It was my husband list. He had to be loving, open, a total gentleman, ambitious, and fun-loving, to name a few. And every morning, I went in this room without fail. And I meditated on that list for at least 5 to 10 minutes. And I imagined what a day in the life of that would look like. So it would be like a warm, sunny day. We were having a picnic. And there was wine, good food, some music, and maybe even a little dancing. Okay, so 1 or 2 months had passed. And one evening I was on my way to the laundromat on Pioneer. Y'all know that? Splash and Dash. And by this time I was desperate. I'm like, man, I gotta talk to somebody. It could be man, woman, auntie, uncle, third cousin, removed, it didn't matter. But I was prepared. I had been watching YouTube videos on how to start a conversation. So, as I walked into the laundromat, I saw this cute guy. I was like, okay. He had his head in his hand, looking tired, like he had been working like 24 hours straight. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna use that. So I approached him, and I was like, you looking tired? And he was real receptive, so I started the conversation. Thank you, YouTube University. So he had told me that he was new to the city of Macon, and I was like, well, shoot, I know Macon pretty well. I can show you around sometime, you know what I'm saying? So I gave him my number, and I went on my way, happy that I had talked to a real, live person. So a few days had passed, and I got a call. I'm thinking, you know, this is the guy from the laundromat, man. It was another guy at the laundromat that had got my number as I had told it to the cute guy. I was like, this is fucking creepy. And I immediately thought, stalker. So, of course, I blocked his ass. And I continued to do my prayers and my meditation and all that kind of good stuff. So fast forward about 2 or 3 months. It was a Sunday. I had just gotten back from Atlanta, ripping and running. I do nails. And I had just told my oldest daughter, man, Jazz, I'm so tired. I can get up under the bed. And then all of a sudden, my phone started buzzing with these text messages. And they were saying, oh, we need you. Because, well, at the time, I was doing line dance. So it was my line dance sisters saying that, we need you, because we like to showcase our dances at overtime. And so, I absolutely love to dance. So I mustered up the energy. I got all dolled up, and I headed to the spot. And when I got there, man, it was live and jumping. I was enjoying myself, and I was feeling myself at the same time. So the DJ played one of my favorite songs to line dance to, and it was "Giving You the Best of Me." Amazing. Y'all know what that is, Anthony Hamilton. So during this song, you can either strut or you can strut and spin. And of course, I want to strut and spin. So I spun around, and there this guy was sitting on the edge of his seat looking at me like, what the heck is she doing here? And I was like, what the hell is he staring at? And I was like, oh, that's the guy from the laundromat. So I finished the dance. Somehow we made our way to each other. He bought me a drink, and we danced. I was feeling on top of the world. And at the same time, the best of all, I was totally free. I didn't have any relationships that wasn't leading anywhere. So by the end of the night, he gave me his number, and I was like, shoot, I ain't about to call you. You ain't call me. You know what I'm saying? Ended up the next day, he called me. We met at Washington Park. We had a wonderful conversation. And during that conversation, he was hitting on all the little things that I had on my little new husband list. I was like, oh, dang, fun, loving, all that good stuff, gentlemen. But I couldn't move too fast. Y'all know that story with the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady wins the what? Race. I couldn't do all that fast stuff that I used to do. So I took my time, and we dated. And periodically I had to remind myself to enjoy each and every moment as it came. And a year later, we were married. And we have been rocking and rolling ever since. To be continued.